Hey people, it's Nice talking. I'd like to thank a channel called Nation of Africa for telling me about this story. So this is from thedrive.com. So here it goes. Blasting the air in front of hypersonic vehicles with lasers could unlock unprecedented speeds. Over the last decade, two of the most significant topics in defense research and development have been directed energy systems and hypersonic weapons. The Department of Defense and its major contractors have been pushing the boundaries of what is possible with these technologies, and their efforts could someday soon literally change the face of warfare forever. As it turns out, these two cutting-edge areas of defense research are beginning to converge in laboratories, with the goal of enabling unprecedented levels of speed for aerial weapons. By combining advanced directed energy technology, the latest in hypersonic vehicle design, researchers in private and Department of Defense funded laboratories have laid the groundwork for systems designed to literally sheath an entire vehicle in laser and or microwave induced plasma in order to drastically reduce drag. If successfully developed, this concept may someday lead to new frontiers in speed and radical new forms of aerodynamic control and aircraft design. As the world's military superpowers jockey for positions in a new arms race, hypersonic technologies have been pushed to the forefront of defense and aerospace research. These vehicles and weapons represent a true leap ahead capability, enabling flight speeds that can outpace even the most advanced and robust air defense systems. It's one thing to intercept and destroy a ballistic missile affording an arcing path, where it's another thing entirely to attempt to intercept a projectile moving at speeds greater than 5 times the speed of sound, while executing abrupt changes in trajectory. It's no surprise that hypersonic systems are becoming integral to the United States military future strategy in key theaters such as the Indo-Pacific region. The need for hypersonic weapons has evolved alongside the parallel evolution of missile defense systems, as integrated sensor networks and missile defenses continue to become more sophisticated and adept. Developing weapon delivery systems capable of evading or bypassing defenses with extreme speed has become paramount to ensuring global battlefield dominance and conventional deterrence. To that end, and to keep up with foreign advances, the USA Air Force and other branches of the DoD have been investing vast sums of money into hypersonic research and development in recent years. That R&D has already led to several systems approaching into operational status. The U.S. Air Force and Lockheed Martin are working on the AGM-183A Air Launch Rapid Response Weapon (ARRW), a boost glide hypersonic system that is claiming to be able to achieve speeds of up to Mach 20. The wedge-shaped ARRW has been tested in captive flights on a B-52 Stratofortress and expected to reach reoperation by 2022. Meanwhile, the Army and Navy, in conjunction with the Missile Defense Agency (MDA), have tested their own hypersonic delivery system, the Common Hypersonic Glide Body Vehicle, or GHGB. There are a number of other initiatives underway as well, including air-breathing hypersonic cruise missile designs, such as Hawk, and a multitude of classified efforts. As with all hypersonic systems, drag and the resulting thermal stresses of extremely high speed flight are two of the biggest hurdles faced by these vehicles. Even in advanced geometry, extreme levels of heat are generated by friction on the skin of high-speed craft, which can potentially degrade the structural integrity of the airframe and damage internal components, potentially even in a catastrophic fashion. One of the ways of mitigating that heat buildup is to add shielding to the external surfaces of an airframe. That can increase a craft's weight and may therefore decrease its range, maneuverability, and top speed. Thermal shielding requirements can also be very restrictive for aerospace designers that are looking to push the limits of inter-atmospheric speed. Tweaking a vehicle's geometry can mitigate drag, which can also help to reduce heat buildup. However, due to the limitations of materials, science, and the need to include various subsystems and payloads inside of hypersonic craft, there are restrictions on just how much of the geometry can be altered. First, there is a pressing need for other drag reduction methods to be used in conjunction with airframe geometry. Like in many other areas of cutting-edge defense and aerospace research today, that's where breakthrough in direct energy may be able to lend a hand. Alongside the ongoing hypersonic revolution, the Department of Defense has been investing vast sums in directed energy systems. Many huge leaps in power and miniaturization have occurred in the last decade as solid-state systems have rapidly matured, enabling them to be used for new applications. Laser weapons have been developed and tested for use aboard in naval vessels and even aircraft, while other forms of directed energy systems such as high-powered microwaves have been designed for power beaming concepts, close-in defense systems, and anti-satellite technologies. While most discussions of directed energy weapons focus on the potential to revolutionize anti-aircraft systems, missile defense, or anti-satellite systems, it turns out directed energy could revolutionize high-speed aerospace propulsion and airframe design just as significantly. Since at least the 80s, many leading aerospace Laboratories have explored the concept of energy deposition in order to reduce drag. This concept involves beaming energy in the form of laser filaments, electric arcs, or microwave radiation along the leading edges or just in front of an aircraft in order to condition the air to be more conductive to high-speed flight. Similar concepts have been tested in the past for different purposes, including an electron gun aboard the Lockheed A-12 designed to reduce the aircraft's radar signature. In a 1983 NASA-funded study conducted by the BDM Corporation offered by Lake Mirabeau, pioneer of the laser Lightcraft propulsion concept, Mirabeau proposed using lasers to literally explode the air in front of a high-speed aircraft. Mirabeau's initial concept centered on small Lightcraft propelled by ground-based lasers focused on their aft section. These proposed craft would also employ internal mirrored optics to then redirect those beams forward to create a laser-supported detonation or LSD wave in front of the craft. The LSD wave would create a detached shock wave at some distance in advance of the leading edge, which would theoretically do the work of pushing the atmosphere out of the way and therefore suppress the formation of strong bow shock and the associated wave drag. The hot pressurized gases created by LSD wave would also theoretically then be used by the craft's air-breathing engine, then reducing the amount of energy required for combustion. Mirabeau updated the concept through the 90s in response to limitations of high-power lasers at the time. In a 1995 Popular Mechanics article by Gregory Pope, Mirabeau claimed that pulsed microwave energy beamed from an overhead satellite could be focused in front of a craft to blast air into plasma, which could then be focused downward by powerful superconducting magnets circling the craft in order to create propulsion. As Pope's article points out, NASA officials see promise in some of the component technologies but envision no short-term payoff. Mirabeau's radical concept appears to have never left the ground. Other researchers continue exploring similar concepts, however. In 1999, Australia-based aerospace researcher H. David Froning conducted a study published by AIAA titled Influence of EM Discharges on Hypersonic Vehicle Lift, Drag, and Air-Breathing Thrust, then investigating creating plasma formations by electric arcs or by laser or microwave radiation. Using computational fluid dynamics, Froning found that electric or magnetic discharges from hypersonic vehicles' nose sections propagate downstream over the entire extent of the vehicle and through their engines, affecting not only nose drag but temperatures, pressure, and total vehicle thrust, drag, and lift. These were only computational studies, but they established a theoretical framework for developing these systems in the future. Throughout the last 2 decades, researchers in Brazil and the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Rochester, New York, have built upon this theoretical research and designed experiments to test energy deposition in hypersonic wind tunnels. This concept became known as the Laser-Supported Directed Energy Spike, or DAS. Lake Mirabeau was once again involved in research, this time alongside a team of Brazilian researchers. In 2005, Mirabeau and Brazilian researchers testing the DAS concept in hypersonic wind tunnels concluded that laser-supported DAS was able to generate a decrease in the surface pressure over the new model tested, and therefore a considerable decrease in the aerodynamic drag experienced by a hemispheric test model. Mirabeau's concept seemed to have attracted the attention of several top laboratories. Actually, I'm just going to stop there because the article goes a long way. I'm going to leave this article in the description so you can read it. But I hope you found this interesting, that they're going to use basically laser weapons to heat the air in front of jets, enabling speeds faster than anything we've ever seen so far. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.